Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where we have finished up our work over in dwelling, at least for the moment. So I am going to head out to the beach, where I am going to be collecting some sand. I am sure that it'll be of a fine quality that'll be very useful to the glass blowers. So it looks like I'm going to be running into a few spiders here and there along the way. And I also need to find a lost dog. Well, a lead dog, so I suppose it's not going to be roaming around on the beach or anything like that. But here we are. Ah! Oh! A Norbog. And maybe one of these will have the dog? Nope. It appears that on top of Norbogs we've got salamanders. Well, now we're in the sandy area. Hey. Have you seen a lead dog anywhere? No, I suppose not. I presume that this is going to take us a little bit of time. Then again, maybe not. Well, maybe I better start looking for some suitable sand. Ah, there's some up there. This looks like a nice enough bit of white sand. That should make some nice glass. Oh, more down here. I think I found the right area. Nice and perfect. I think I need just one more sample and I'll be able to return. How about cooked Norbog legs? How's that sound? Well, maybe not, but I think now I need to find that goblin location where we can find out what's there and what this spider's all about. Obviously, they're not talking about this spider. I'm supposed to examine the corpse of a spider. Well, that's a corpse, but I don't think they mean a corpse that I freshly made. I think I found the goblins. I also found some yew. Now, let's start with this one. Then we could break into the camp and find this alleged spider corpse. Oops, daisy. Alright, we do have a bit of a problem with this pretentious goblin over here. I mean, really, if he thinks he's a hobgoblin, he really has delusions of grandeur. Oh, some sort of dread is going on in here. Now, where is this spider corpse? Whoopsie daisy, boggarts. There we go. Wing, bing, 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 bing. Oh, hello. You wanted to speak to me? Right. Now, let's first find this corpse and then get out of this dreadful place. Whoopsie daisy. And you too. Now, let's check this. A quick examination of the spider's remains reveals that the goblins have let it lie virtually untouched. All the ichor and venom in the spider seems to have been collected by the goblins. They're collecting ichor and venom from the corpse of the spider. All right. Well, that's not going to be fun for us if they choose to poison all their weapons or something like that. Looks like they're farming the spider for its venom.
How rude!
They took the venom from the spider? Well, that's no good. And you found hobgoblins as well? That's even worse. Well, no, it was a goblin sapper that was thinking he was a hobgoblin. Well, that's bad enough.
Might I speak with you a moment?
What those goblins want with those spiders' innards is a puzzle, to be sure, but there's one thing I know for certain. They are up to no good. Maybe if you kill off the spiders, the goblins will go away. There's more than anyone could handle out of east of here. The north moors are crawling with those things. It certainly won't make any of us sorry to see those beasts then. You just be careful though, right? Alright, so kill 8 spinners and 8 hunters. And what do you need?
Hello?
Were you able to find my toy? Ooh, I see that you did. Many thanks to you.
Might I have a word with you?
Whee! Alright. If my last task was not too taxing, I am in great need of some assistance from a fellow lover of the written word. I would hope that one such as yourself could be interested in assisting me. Not long ago, I seem to have misplaced a very important leaf of paper while I was working with my notes. This paper contains the beginning lines of a story that I plan on writing for my children and that's been conjured in my head for a very long time now. Now, the most of the town has been sold off. I have not been able to search for my paper. The last time I tried to have a look around, I was chased off by a group of those ruffians. I would rewrite it, but I can't seem to recall the exact wording. If you could find it, I'd be deeply in your debt. Alright, and what do we have here? Oh yeah, your sand delivery.
What do you need?
Ah, you have the sand, and just in the nick of time too. My lads were just finishing up the last of our supplies. Okay. Apparently they want more supplies now. What do you need?
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
The most challenging part of making glass is getting it to sparkle just so. You don't want to do this with all glass, but most you do. We have found that the Nimraffen within the dunes carry or have or made of something we call essence. I don't know exactly what it is, nor how they got it. All I know is that it somehow makes glass sparkle, and on that I am not really sure how. You can find the Nimraffen amongst the dunes of the Barendorf, just north of here. Bring me a bunch of their essence, and I'll be quite appreciative. Okay, Nimraffen essence. Yeah, anything else?
Stay and have some tea.
Yes, while you're at it, I also need some shells. Yes, glass is a difficult thing to color. There are lots of materials to gather up and make any individual shade. Green is not all that hard to make, but what we use may surprise you. I know the sand Nerbig look brown and blend with the dunes. However, if you crack their shells and look at the underside, you will see a color of green as the grass itself. You can find the sand Nerbig all over the southern dunes of Barendorf, just north of here. Alright, fine. I'll bring you some shells. Oh, you're suddenly interested?
Could I take a moment of your time?
Yes, I have lived here for a great time, and I have studied the behavior of many of the local creatures. Now listen to me, then. When I tell you that the great danger is breeding among the sands of the Barendorf, I speak of the Nerbig, those vile insects that can be found out among the dunes. You mean the same ones that I'll be collecting shells from? Yes. Now travel north, dwelling into the sands, and kill me several of them. A dozen will do. A dozen near big. Well, I need to collect shells anyway, so I suppose I can do that. And what do you need?
Stay and have some tea.
We use many materials to make the different shades of glass. One of the colors I'm tasked with is red. It is not an overly difficult color to make, but it does require a fair amount of supplies in order to bring out the bright crimson. Now, salamander scales are the best material I've found around here for producing red glass. Unfortunately, our stores are low, so we can't make any more red or orange. You can find sand-swept scales in the salamanders, but... Alright, okay. Kill salamanders. Oh, what now? You want to kill salamanders too?
Might I speak with you a moment?
Yes, we use the salamander scales as material to grind down and make glass, and for that, they're important to us. But since dwelling has been filled with the big folk, we haven't had time to focus on gathering materials as we were before. This has caused the salamanders to run rampant. They're beginning to number an amount that we cannot control, and I fear any hobbit who ventures out into the dunes may fall victim to one of them. While you're all out there, defeat some of them and gather up their teeth. We can be made to find a way to make use in some clothing that can resist the cutting more. Oh, be careful. The salamanders can be vicious if you're not prepared. Alright, so I need salamander teeth on top of the scales. And now?
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Yes. Now, my favorite color to make is blue. It is hard and tricky, particularly when you want to make a glass which looks like a flowing river. I've only found one thing that can make it look like that, and that are the river stones that the goblins have taken from the Brandywine. Simple, you say? But not so. I tried to gather them myself, but the color didn't come out the same. Something the goblins must do changes the stone somehow. If you can go to Bleakleaf Crest and collect several of the stones from the goblins for me, I'd be grateful. I could make the most beautiful tea set that you've ever seen. Alright, is that it? I hope that's it. As we noticed earlier, there are plenty of spiders to kill on the way to the dunes. Some perhaps that'll take care of some of the numbers that I need to whittle down. Ah yes, there's another one right up here. And the wood web spinner. Yeah, I'll spin a sword for you. There you go. Oh yes, almost immediately upon entering this area, we find salamanders. Ouch. Well, at least it had a scale. Hey, you. Stand still long enough so I can poke you. Alright, I might as well grab this one, though I suspect I'll have no want of salamanders to kill for this. Oops. I'm gradually heading over towards the ruins where I'm hoping to find the huge Norbog. And once I find the huge ones, I'm hoping that I would have the rest that I need over here. It looks like I only need one more salamander. I probably have plenty of regular near big, or however you say that. Actually, it looks like I only need one more of those also. So absolutely no trouble in getting those in the salamanders. Now, what I really could use is a ranged weapon. Hey, I could also use his to get my morale buff up. There you go. Right, I got you. Looks like all I need are two huge ones. I need. Is that it for this area? Oh no, I still need to find some more of those limb rapid. Any sparklies around here? Ah, a sparkly. No huge ones yet, but I think I am in the right area. Somewhere around here I'll find some really big, near big. Big near big. Near big? Nearly big? Crawling big? Ah, this Barkley is guarded by this lurker. Now, what is this? We've got some seaweed. The weeds are slimy and don't appear to be any different from the others of the river weeds. However, when you touch your skin, you feel a soft, soothing feeling. A ranger in the Colossus may be interested in this. I don't think anyone's told me yet that there are rangers in the Colossus, but I thank you for the information. I suppose one of the glassblowers must have told me. Ah, ooh. Antiquities. What about one of these crawlers? The ring is dull and the design feels ancient. You can't discern anything else about it. You should show it to one of the rangers at the Colossus camp. Right. Ah, finally! A huge Norbog. Hello! I've been told to slay you, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot about the broodlings. Alright, that's one. I just need one more, and well, I was going to say I was done with this place, but I do need a little bit more essence, I believe. There we go. That takes care of that. Now, let's find one more of those huge ones. Ah, here it is. Congratulations, you're the Oh. Congratulations, you were the final one I needed for this round. Now, do I go back to camp, or do I take on the goblins? Now that I'm out of the beach area, it's a good time for me to hunt a few more of these spiders as I head towards the goblins. Now let's see if these goblins really have these blue stones that we seek. Hey, you have any blue stones? Apparently so. Okay, good. Seems like they all collect them. Sorry, squirrel. Well, that's 3 of them so far. Oh, I forgot about the dread. Well, I hope this blue dye is worth it, or whatever you call materials. Do you call it dyes, or do you call it? Sorry, I guess not sure what you would call something you add in order to color. There you go. In order to color glass. Oh, okay, I got the river stone, so. Oops. Ouch! I just need to kill a couple more spiders, then I can return to camp. Ah, made it back safely. Here you go for your green.
Hello
These will do. They're not the best set I've ever seen, but I think I can get enough green out of them to do what I need for now. Alright. And some sparkles.
How do you do?
I still don't understand how these essences work. Perhaps one day I will, but for now, all we need to know is that they make glass sparkle. And we need some red.
Good day.
These scales will do perfectly. I'll begin writing them down at once. Okay, good. And
Hello there.
some blue. These stones are amazing. They're the best batch that I've ever seen. I wonder if it is because I've not tried to get any lately. Maybe the longer the goblins have them, the more blue they become? And, oh, what do you need? Oh, yeah, teeth.
Just a moment.
These are most impressive. I see. The teeth are sharp indeed. Take my thanks with the knowledge that you have made the Vanderbilt safer for all of us hobbits. In other words, so you don't have to feel the teeth. I mean, when it bites down upon you. And the Nurbig.
What do you need?
Yep, enough on those. Well, what now?
Might I have a word with you?
My assistant tells me that all the supplies have been gathered and that we are able to once more make glass. I thank you. Now, blowing glass is an art, one that can be learned quickly, but must be refined over many years of trial and error. I can teach you the basics. Okay. Right, fine. Well, I guess it's time to blow some glass. Alright, how's that for a beginning? Okay, a little bit more. Okay, good. Maybe a little closer to the forge. Okay, a bit more. How's that?
Just a moment.
Well, I'm not quite sure what we can do with it, but perhaps it could be used for a tray for ash from one's pipe. A useful thing, if not the most glamorous of objects. Wonderful. Well, it looks like the glass blowing business is back in service, and that'll conclude today's episode of River and Sea.